What is technology? Technology is a way to make things easier, from a switch bulb to artificial intelligence. Technology is making life easier day to day. Today our contestants are coming up with some new technologies to solve few basic problems around. This is Horses Stable Pitch Season. Let's welcome our first contestant who have found an opportunity in car servicing problem and start an app called MotoFix for instant automobile help service. Let's find out if this technology could impress our horses or not.
Hi, my name is Akhilesh. I'm the founder of MotoFix. We are an online marketplace for car repair and maintenance. It's been 3 years since I started this company, and we have grown. Being a bootstrap company, we've grown to a level where I'm right now here at Horses Stable to raise my first angel round. With the investment and with the horses on board, I'm sure that we could create a dent in the car maintenance industry for good. Hello horses, my name is Akhilesh. I'm the founder of MotoFix. I'm here to raise 1.5 crores in exchange for 20% equity in my company. We live in a time where everything happens at a tap of a button, be it ordering food online or hailing a cab. Imagine you're driving a car, your car breaks down in the middle of the road. What do? You call up your nearest friends or family, or you go onto Google. But either of the option is inconvenient or unreliable. Well, what if there is an easier and reliable way out? What if you can repair your car at a tap of a button? Introducing MotoFix. MotoFix is an online marketplace for car repair workshops. We offer an array of services that covers the entire maintenance cycle of the car. The core services that we focus on is periodic maintenance, body repairs, as well as car spa. We've been operational since June 2017 across Mumbai, and we have recently expanded our operations to the city of Pune. We take care of the end-to-end solutions for the customer, right from the time the car is picked up until the car is being dropped. At the back end, our service engineers are present at the partner workshops to oversee the work that is done by the workshops. We solve problems by offering an economical and upfront pricing, so you know the exact cost even before your car goes to the service station. We are very transparent with our processes by means of real-time updates as to what happens at the workshops. We bring the workshop experience straight to the smartphone of the customer. We give live updates of the work that's going on at the workshop, and the customer can access that anywhere he is. We are asking for 1.5 crores. Where do we use this money and what do we do? Well, we want to expand to newer markets, while at the same time we want to increase our market share in the cities that we operate in. Well, we want to invest in technology. By technology, we mean we want to invest in a strong CRM analytics and data, which really drives this business. Further to that, marketing and operations, we want to reduce the customer acquisition costs, along with increasing or improving the customer experience at the highest possible level. So as for the projections, with the funding that we would receive, we would be posting a gross revenue of 3.3 crores this year. That figure would double the next financial year, considering we are moving to newer geographies and expanding our market. We would be breaking even in 21-22 with a break even achieved at 18,000 orders, and subsequent to which we would be EBITDA positive with a range between 13 to 21% in the subsequent years. So horses, we are really here to create a dent in the car repair industry. And with your support, I think we could do phenomenally.
Thank you. Akhilesh, you're creating a dent in a repair industry. There's such a nice pun intended there.
Yes.
You told, you can correct me, so you said you have created an opportunity for 3 crores for your...
Yes.
So, when you talk about gross revenue, this gross revenue is only your commission or also the billing, total billing you're doing, which is inclusive of the billing of the workshop
So
people.
our commission is basically on the total billing. So
Gross revenue only means your commission?
no, gross revenue means the complete billing that happens at the partner workshop.
So
on
that
car repairs.
includes the partner impact, partner
Yes,
revenue?
the contribution, and the net revenue includes our commission, 25% on the gross.
I got it. So how is that 3 crore getting reflected? I'm a little lost here. You said 3 crore business you have created for them. That
yeah,
means your gross revenue will have that 3 crore somewhere.
Yes, so if you total that up, ma'am.
All 3 years.
Yes.
My cars. So, okay, what I've identified is who are the target audience. The Toyota guys don't want to go to these workshops, right? Because Toyota gives a phenomenal sales and after sales at their own workshops. Maruti is again the same thing. Hyundai, you can still swing around because, but Hyundai people prefer to take the 3-4 year roadside, I mean the full engine cover, so they'll continue to go there till the 3rd, 4th year, then they'll come here.
Absolutely.
Who are essentially your target audience are the Skoda owners, okay? Who are the, I mean in terms of consumer dissatisfaction, Skoda owners in India are like right up there. And I also own a Skoda, so I know. Some bit of the Honda guys, so there are these 5-6 brands. Again, I never take my premium car to Go Mechanic, right? Because for some reason, like, would you service your Mercedes?
No,
at Go
no, no,
Mechanic?
we would
You
not
won't,
go
right?
for it.
So, I mean, despite that, even if when we identify those 7 or 8 vendors that you want to, or manufacturers that are preferring you, there is enough market, no denying that. The problem is Go Mechanic has gone bonkers. Like my last service with them, with the oil change on my Accord was 1,799 rupees, right? And I know for a fact that even the bloody oil costs more than that. Leave aside the cost of labor, the cost of taking my car and all of that jazz. Now I know they're making money, they're losing money here, but they are everywhere.
Absolutely. Mohit, so I would like to say 2 things. One, that price isn't the entire factor in this industry. It's about the customer experience and how efficiently are you able to solve the problem for the customer. We have had customers who quote us for the price, saying it's more than half the price that Go Mechanic is offering. But we have the same customers coming back to us. And the reviews that we have actually state this. We have customers referring to Go Mechanic and then referring to us saying that we are much better. We have built it in a steady model that right now in Mumbai, we are still giving them a tough fight by us being still not having that much funds to give them that fight. So there is money to be made. Yes, there is not too much money involved in the service. There's not too much money involved in the repairs because parts are involved and there's very little labor that you can charge. The money is on the body work. The money is on detailing, which itself is a huge industry. Detailing of your premium cars. People spend 40 to 50,000 rupees or even a lakh of rupees for a ceramic coating or to protect their paint of the new cars. That's the market which we're looking at.
B2B side, I remember Go Mechanic speaking a lot about being the go-to destination for all the Ola, Uber drivers. Are you seeing that market also?
Mohit, to be very honest, see, we are a bootstrap startup. So we did partner or we did approach Uber. The expectations for or the margins that we have is very minimal. And they require a free pickup and drop facility, etc., which at that point of time was not feasible for us, is because we didn't have that working capital because they require a credit of 30 to 45 days as well. And we're looking at 10, 15 lakhs running. So that's something which we didn't pay attention too much and focused only on the B2C model. But of course, we have already initiated talks with the likes of Zoomcar, Uber, Ola, but we have not delved into that. Reason being, we wanted to utilize the money smartly on the B2C segment. That's where the money is. So that's the reason.
Operationally, are you breaking even? Because from what I saw,
Yeah.
you're saying if somebody approaches the workshop directly,
Yeah.
your quotes are 10 to 15%
Yes.
lower, and you have a 25% rev share
Yes.
with them. So I'm assuming this discount is sort of dipping into
Yes.
your rev share.
Yes.
So effectively, net you're probably making only 10% of the top line.
So to tell you that last financial year we were operationally breaking even. To talk in the realistic customer acquisition cost, it costs us 3,000 rupees to acquire a customer. That includes the marketing plus the operations combined.
It's too expensive.
So
right
we were earning that previously with a limited team. But again, like with Go Mechanic coming into the picture, the pricing is reduced. So we're just utilizing that funds to break the competition to a certain extent. But see, the thing is, once the car is at the workshop, the approval rates matter. Go Mechanic doesn't have that many approval rates. We guarantee the workshops a certain volume. So that's We don't force the customers to do the work, but we visually represent it. Now, if I tell you that you need to replace your radiator, you wouldn't even know why do you need to replace it. When I'm sharing a video with you of the coolant leaking from the radiator, that's when you would actually say, okay, it's like actually something that is serious and I need to look into. That's the level of recommendation that we give to get extra approvals. That's where our revenue is. It's not on the repairs. So which is why we are focusing this year on making sure we receive that many approvals and cross-sell our products to the customers, like an interior cleaning.
Net revenue per orders has declined because of this?
Yes, it is declined, but at the same time, we are looking at scale at this point. So Mumbai is a competitive market, but moving to geographies which has less competition and the marketing cost is less, that's where we look to make money and compensate.
And right now your presence is in Mumbai?
Mumbai and Pune.
And Pune.
Yes. Okay.
Right. Let's get down to the money.
Yeah. So actually there's great synergy between another of our portfolio companies.
Okay.
Like in Pune currently they are managing about 10,000 cars privately owned, and they are just in the process of onboarding 20,000 cars owned by Ola.
Okay.
Now if you know, in the entire fleet of Ola itself owns 33,000 cars.
Sure.
And of which they have a top 6 city model.
Sure.
Wherein so I think that could really help you drastically drop your customer acquisition cost.
Absolutely.
And I see that as a as a complementary service to what they are doing, and probably you might also end up there's a great fit in terms of cross selling.
Sure.
As well. So on that note, actually me and Mohit both wanted to sort of make an offer.
Sure.
For 1.5 crore, but we would want 30% of the company instead.
Okay.
Instead of 20, yeah.
Okay.
Basically around 5 crores.
Yeah, so that would value the
5 crores. It's not a big drastic
Yeah.
number out there.
I think I would take that.
Wow, great job.
And I would like to add on, if Mohit and Rohit are so comfortable with your statistic and the actual services, we would be happy to give you 6 months of free financial advisory or accounting compliances,
That would be even great.
free of cost, ensuring that you are in good financial shape and validated.
Perfect.
Awesome.
sounds good.
Sounds good. Awesome, boss.
Yeah, great job.
Let's do second mover advantage, boss.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much.
I like to call it last movers advantage.
Last mover.
Yes.
Thank you, Prashant. Thanks. It's been a fantastic experience as Horses Stable. I've got 3 horses on board, with Rohit and Mohit coming in with the investment and Tripti coming in with strategic partnerships. I couldn't ask for more. I'm so glad that I was able to crack a deal and have horses on board my business. Can't wait to grow and expand all over India. Thank you, Horses Stable, once again. It's been quite a journey.
Hi, my name is Ajay Kumar and I am the Chief Technology Officer of Techlis Engineering Private Limited, Gujarat. Our company is primarily engaged in renewable energy products and creating smart solar trees, Magic Box as the EV fast charging system, and smart solar benches. Apart from that, we also do a lot of new R&D research-based products which are suitable for renewable energy applications, like heat-sensitive solar panels, like water from atmospheres, like robotics-based system. So these are some of the innovative products. We have 6 patents at this stage, 3 patents received and 3 in the pipeline, and 2 more submitted recently. And this funding is important for our company's volume growth and top line and bottom line growth. And this will help us to set up a new distributor network, help us to speed up our R&D work, and that will possibly take our company more to 50 crore in 4 years' time.
My name is Ajay Kumar. I am Chief Technology Officer of the Techlis Engineering, and I am requesting 3 crore for 20%. So today we are presenting actually to solve a problem of a fast charging system in the EV market. And at this stage in India, there is no fast charging system which can charge in less than 1 hour or in less than 2 hours. Most of the systems are 3 to 4 hours charging currently. And also when somebody comes for charging into any stations or any places, waiting is the biggest challenge. So we are also introducing an additional system with that, with the smart solar bench, which has the Wi-Fi and other things, and people can use their time more wisely. Magic Box actually is a combination of 3 different integrated technologies of Tetlis. Solar Tree is our patented technology which generates about 45% more output than any Tetlis system in the country. And we have our own designed custom-built sun tracking system which helps in 35% more output. And then we also have our own tilting system which generates another 10%. So overall 45% more additional generation created from the solar and fed into the Magic Box. We also have an intelligent battery management system which is actually having a plug-in of the fast cooling and super cooling system, which helps battery to cool down from 35 degree to 10 degree at this stage. Target is to bring it to 5 degree, and then we can add more higher voltage to increase the fast charging into the system, and that helps you reducing the charging cycle time of the EVs. There are some of the financials. I think we have been running for 4 years now, and our last year turnover was 1.1 CR. We have currently this year we are projecting 5.23 because we already have 2.5 CRs of commitment from the different customers in the field of Magic Box, in the field of solar trees, also in the robotic space, megawatt size solar cleaning system. We have other products in the pipeline already. So some of these are the products, like we already have 3 patents received this year. We have 5 more patents into the pipeline, and we are continuously developing new products. And these are some of the new innovations which we were talking. We need about 3 CRs we are raising for 20% equity.
So help me understand the product first. So you said you have a solar tree and then you have a Magic Box.
Yeah.
These 2 are different independent products.
They are independent also, they are together integrated also.
So now when you're in your sales last year or the projection that you're showing,
Yeah.
what is the percentage you're getting from the solar tree versus the Magic Box?
Solar tree almost 80%. Magic Box we have only supplied 2 in the trial basis yet.
But in your projections as well, that's the mix that will continue?
That will continue because a lot of people buy separately.
So solar tree is your primary product.
Solar tree, solar bench, and intelligent battery management system.
And is that the one that's used for EV charging?
Yes.
So what is unique about the solar tree? Is it the fact that it's 45%
Solar tree is a
faster?
DC-DC fast charging system. You need a fast charging DC-DC requirement.
Okay.
AC-DC chargings are very expensive at this stage.
So what exactly is the patent you're having on that? What
Patent is for the sun tracking for the higher efficiency for the solar tree.
Okay. Are these solar panels what is available in the market, or you're going to provide your own unique solar
In
panels as
future,
well?
our own, because we were developing our own solar cell now.
Okay.
So with that will be 24/7 solar power.
But at this point, you can use any solar panel.
At this point, any solar panel, yeah.
So there's no innovation in the panel itself.
No, but panel efficiency, yes. Because when we track him from our tracker, it is generating 45% more. Because we are tracking very closely and it gives us consistent output. At this stage, most of the solar systems generate 4 units per kilowatt hour.
Ask a thing, as in your presentation it mentions that the solar tree is about 10 kilowatt capacity,
Yeah.
right, generation capacity.
True.
How are you doing DC fast charging with it? Because as per government standard, 50 kilowatt is minimum power that you require for
So
public
this
charging.
is one of the prototype we have already tested. Their capacities are 10 kilowatt, 20 kilowatt, 40 kilowatt. So we are using a 40 feet container. Everything is inside that. 40 feet container will accommodate about 40 kilowatt of solar tree.
Okay.
And once we have our own heat sensitive solar panel,
Yeah.
all the body of the container also will be solarized.
Yeah.
So you will generate about 70 to 80 kilowatt at that time. 6 units per kilowatt means almost 360 kilowatt hours you can generate, which helps 8 to 10 vehicles at a time.
So what would be a typical cost of this, let's say?
10 kilowatt system is 12 lakh rupees currently. 20 kilowatt will cost you 20 lakh rupees. When we go in volume, it will come down.
Yeah, so let's say you go ahead with a 40 kilowatt, because I'm assuming that's the minimum you would require with a
We will
sizable
require 20
storage.
kilowatt minimum for our current requirement for next 2 years, next 1 to 2 years, because a lot of lead acid based systems available in the market. So we have
That
to
does not amount to fast charging, right? You can't fast charge a lead acid battery.
We have charged to about 65, 70 minutes, about 60-70% already.
Exactly, so that is not exactly DC to DC fast charging.
Our objective is to come to 30 minutes, 35 minutes definitely. So it will be primarily lithium based battery we have to charge here.
So absolutely, so a typical lithium based battery would be 50 kilowatt hours. So you would require a storage, like matching that at least to charge one car at a time. If like I'm just talking about a typical, let's say, sedan or a hatchback, right? The battery capacity would range anywhere from, let's say, 30-35 kilowatt to an upward of 70 kilowatt.
Yeah,
If you want to
7,
charge it
12,
under
yeah.
an hour, you need to deliver as much power,
Sure.
and you would require a similar amount of storage or maybe multiple of that. So what would be the cost differential between, let's say, a regular solar piece with a battery attached and your solar tree with whatever battery, or solar tree and your thermal conversion,
Yeah, the
etc.?
solar tree is not the only system. Solar tree is giving the power to the battery. There is already a battery mechanism inside in the Magic Box. So when you have the solar tree is giving power. It is also a hybrid system. If you don't have a solar in the rainy days, how do you charge it? You still have to take from the
My question is
grid.
specifically about the cost. What is the difference in costing?
So at this stage, the fast DC-DC charging system is, if you consume for 40 kilowatt, is close to 60-65 lakh rupees.
So you go from 20 lakh to 60, 65.
No, we will take about 35
And
lakh.
what is your cost is 60
About
lakh.
35 lakh to 36 lakh for 40 kilowatt. And market cost is 64 to 65 lakh.
For market cost for what?
For a 40 kilowatt fast DC-DC charging system, if you make in India currently, it will cost that much.
You can get it from China in under 16-17 lakhs.
Reliability. It
The
can
best
work-
in the world.
It can work today, it cannot work tomorrow.
No, it works. You get it from Taiwan, you get it from Korea. You get it
China
from
cost is
China.
also close to 40 lakh rupees for 40 kilowatt.
I'd like to sell to you. I can buy it at under 20, I know that.
No, we can. When the volume is there, you can actually reduce from 35 to 25. I'm sure we will reduce to that much. And China cost possibly will match China cost in India with more reliability and much more features.
Okay, one more very specific question, and this is, I think I'm just taking up, I don't know whether it was answered correctly. You said you have 3 products in the market.
Yeah.
Can you give us a split between how much of revenue came from what product?
Okay, Solar Tree has been 80% close to.
Okay,
So,
what is the absolute amount on that?
about 82 lakhs last year.
Okay.
And Solar Bench, we have sold only 5 of them,
Yeah.
which is 5 lakh rupees each, 1 lakh rupees each. And we have also sold 2 of these prototype of the Magic Box. Each of them are 7.5 kilowatt at this stage for trial basis, and they are running in the Raipur near the petrol pumps actually.
You've not got the revenue. They aren't running.
Now we have the revenues.
You
in
have
one-
revenue.
Yeah, in 1.1 CR is actually our last year revenue.
From that.
No, for the Magic Box.
The Magic
She's
Box.
asking
Magic
for
Box,
the
we have
third
not got any
product.
revenue. We have
I'm
got
asking
15
one
lakh
more.
rupees
It's in pilot.
of sample product. We have not created any commercial revenue yet.
So how much is the cost? Right now you're giving for the prototype testing.
Yeah.
But how much will be the cost of that Magic Box?
7.5 lakh rupees for one prototype and 15 lakh for 2 prototype.
So you have got a good client base. So what you are selling there?
We have sold solar trees to them. We have sold solar bench to them. We have also sold.
And they are charging what?
They're not charging Magic Box. They are using solar tree as an innovation, and they are getting power, additional output, enhanced output.
So they are currently just using it for regular electricity, not for any EV
Yeah.
charging.
Currently, they are using for regular electricity. Yes.
Okay.
No, sorry.
So this whole EV story, just pardon me, there's no EV story right now.
No.
Magic
He
Box
is
is
trying to
already
build
there.
an EV
This
story
nice
with the
foreigner
Magic
sitting in the
Box.
bench and charging his phone while his car is getting charged. That's all
Magic
like.
Box is a.
No,
EV
he has a
charging
product
system.
line that is building,
So
which
is that Magic Box is mobile?
It can be mobile. It is currently.
Sir, I think you make us understand again Magic Box. What is this Magic Box?
Magic
doing?
Box is an integration of a smart solar tree and a smart solar bench and advanced battery management system. These 3
At the
products are
petrol
integrated.
pump and all which you will be.
Anywhere you can set. I have asked a request from a cooperative society where some people have EVs actually.
And they can charge their vehicles from
They
it.
can charge the vehicle and it will switch off anyway as soon as it is charged.
So I think, in my opinion, the product requires more development still. There's more research required, and the way they monetize the patents is going to be very crucial. Since I'm not clear on that, and therefore I do not see the business model yet, my stable is shut.
So basically they have come up with a solar-based charging station, which is very common, and as far as competitiveness is concerned, they have not reached to that level where the revenue could be scaled up, and that's the reason why we have just.
I believe they're trying to do too much parallelly. Each of their applications requires significant amount of sort of product market fit type of development, and hence I don't see any of their current line being developed to a commercial viability stage. For that reason, my stable is shut.
So I actually, as I'm not a technical expert, but we work very closely on this. So would like to still validate the technology which they're talking about, which is leading to quicker, faster battery, charging. If we are convinced on that, maybe we can explore the opportunity for the commercialization of those technology.
For us, I think, we don't like the space as a whole, and second part is this whole, as a team you seem more a R&D team than a commercial team which can actually monetize and build this into a 100 crore project. So we don't see that kind of value add over here for us, both as investors as well as our capital. So hence it's a pass for me, as stable as a chart.
So I think I definitely like the field that you're in. I like the fact that you've spent time building a technology and patenting it. I think, in my opinion, the product is not ready yet. It's not ready in a way which could be commercialized in on large scale. So I think still you're in that product development
we have to
stage.
continuously improve that.
A lot of development is still pending, and therefore for that reason my stable is shut.
So I have majorly, I'm not a technical person, but because we work a lot in the power energy sector, I need to understand more on the commercialization aspect, where I still want some time, maybe off the table, to understand the commercial prosperity of this particular thing. So
I can share details with you if in future.
yes, because you already have existing client.
Yeah.
If there is a commercial viable, we would love to help you on the revenue, because I could see that you're doing research, but the revenue generation side,
It's
how much
slower,
focus?
yeah. It's much slower definitely
you're
because
doing?
volumes are not there.
Do you need some catalyst to create that revenue stream? Or we can play an important role, otherwise the investment point.
And I would
So
suggest
on
you
that
better, do the research more on lithium ion than lead acid, because lead acid is
Yeah,
anything
lead
which
acid has
is going to
less
get
future
exhausted.
definitely in EVs.
So you have a slight door open, not entirely.
Yes, because this is a space we work day in, day out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is no deal on the table per se, but we might have an offline opportunity. Mohit, I know we've been looking at this, but
Yeah, but
I hear your concerns.
Although I can help them to procure the solar panels from us.
Okay, so you have a vendor right
Yeah,
here.
We can always.
Your stable is open, shut.
no, I mean, for us on the fund, we don't do solar assets at all. So it's definitely shut from our
Okay.
side. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity, and
Thank you.
hope we can still have some offline discussions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right.
It was a very good experience to speak in front of the masses today, and it's a good opportunity to showcase our innovative companies. Although they had different views about the financials and about the technologies, and feel that it could be very good concepts and technologies for the future, and it will still take some time to grow.
Here is our next contestant, coming up with a safety vision for specially kids, senior citizens, and especially abled people, etc. They wish to set up their own brand also and make it renowned in the whole safety industry. But first, they need to impress our horses for a step further towards their dream.
Hi, I'm Rachita Agarwal, founder of BB Pro. We are a baby-proofing company that provides products and services to reduce accidents and injuries to children. We are here to raise money to create a brand, awareness, and a trusted brand for safety. I'm happy to be here in Horses Stable to be able to pitch for my business to build a brand. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Rachita Agarwal, founder of Baby Pro, and I'm here to raise 1.2 crore for 20% stake in my company. So we have come a long way by saving all the infants and the childbirths and increasing the childbirths in our country by giving them proper healthcare facility and also pre and postnatal care. We have also come a long way with vaccination and reducing a lot of diseases like polio. But what about injuries, which are as fatal as diseases, if not more? Globally itself, every day 2,000 children are dying just because of unintentional injury. In India itself, there are 7 children are dying every hour. In Bangalore itself, there are every 15 minutes, a child requires medical assistance just for unintentional injury. We provide you product along with awareness. So we know that each house is unique and there might be different safety hazard points in each house, and hence we customize the safety kit unique to each house. We are only addressing currently the Currently, we are only addressing the children market, which is like 25 to 25 million birth every year, which is only 0 to 5 we are considering right now, which is 125 million, and it is ever increasing, which is giving a $9 billion market. And currently we are addressing only urban market, which is 26%, but the same range of products can be actually used for the senior citizens and also for the differently abled category, which makes the market value actually market size big, much bigger, and triple actually to $22 billion. Currently we have last financial year we have clocked approximately 1.6 million rupees in revenue, but it was only post September, which is 1.5 years since our inception, that we had gone online and actually channelized sales. Prior to that, we were only doing it on ground offline market, where we could get benefit out of their feedbacks. We are expecting to clock 7 million revenues in this financial year. So what do we want to do with the money is we have to create a brand. We have to create a safety brand in which will encompass all the best quality products, to which it can become a safety benchmark. Anybody and everybody who is looking up to safety should look up to Baby Pro, or we can create an umbrella, something like a Safety Pro, in which Baby Pro is just for babies and we have other brand for disabled, differently abled and senior citizens. So we want to create a benchmark, a safety brand, and under that umbrella we want to create a lot of products which is custom fit for the Indian market, because we have that kind of knowledge, on ground experience. We will soon be having a certification. We are already with the International Association for Child Safety and we have passed the home hazard test. Till financial 20 only, we are only focusing on the child market like we talked, but from the next year we will be focusing more also on the differently abled and the senior citizen, and hence the jump in the revenue, and also we will be focusing more on brand building. So as and when we can create a brand, so for the first 2 years, that is the projected years of 21 and 22, we are expecting the revenues approximately around 50 and 12 and 50 crores. And the EBITDA margin is low for the first 2 years, because we will be spending a lot of money on marketing. Approximately 12 to 13 crore we will be spending just on marketing and creating a brand. Going for the worst case scenario, even if we continue doing what we are doing and we capture the 3 markets that we are talking about and be one of the similar players in the market, we will be clocking approximately 20 crore rupees in revenue in 3 years. The best projected scenario is what we have shown, that we will be achieving 50 crores in 3 years and revenue. But the best that we aspire for is that we can actually achieve to be the best company, one of the best company in Asia for safety, and not just child safety, but safety for us, safety for adults, safety for handicap. It's a brand that we want to create.
For me, I don't see a reason why an IKEA can't do this or anybody else can't do it. Like, it's foam, right, at the end of the day.
That's the point. They are doing it, they are doing with foam. They're not, and IKEA will not modify its products just for the Indian market.
I mean, I went to the IKEA store in Hyderabad and I think they are really modifying everyone, Amazon, IKEA, all these guys, right? All the international retail companies realize that India is a different market. You'll be surprised with the data that they have. They actually make products purely for markets like India. So I'm just trying to see where is the defensibility.
No, but I think you can apply the same logic for every company out there that competes on Amazon or whatever. The whole idea.
More on a product basis, right? I mean, okay, maybe I'm not a parent yet and I don't see the pain point as much. Firstly, those numbers are a little shocking for me. So I would first want to ask you, what is the source for those numbers?
WHO and UNICEF reports.
15 minutes, every 15 minutes a kid is dying in India?
Every minute, every hour 7 minutes, 7 children are dying. Every hour, and due to unintentional injury only.
But I mean, I'm guessing out of those 7 who die, the ones belonging to urban affluent families will be less than 0.5.
Not really. So the data shows that 2,000 globally, when I told you, every day 2,000 children die due to unintentional injury. 95% of them die in low and middle income countries and not in US.
Which is what I'm saying, right? A low and middle income family is any which way not going to be investing at this price point. It's only an affluent family which is good, right? To spend
low and middle income regions like India, Sri Lanka, not families, but the region I'm talking about. So if you divide the world into by economy, like income range, most of the 95% of them are actually happening in countries like India, Australia. Not fully Australia, but yeah.
Your immediate market is the metros and the tier 1 cities. Right. So for these products, the immediate adoption will take place. What's the data of children dying there in metros and those cities? Yeah. So that's where this will immediately take place. People are educated, they're very pro babies and right. want best care for them. Metros right. and the tier 1s. Right. So how many babies are dying there per hour, per day? Because data on those. Right. I see them as their initial target markets.
Right. So we also addressed the same. We said that our immediate addressable market is the urban population of children between 0 to 5 years.
Yes.
Right? We understand that. But when I told you about Bangalore, it is only about the city.
Oh.
In Bangalore itself, every 15 minutes a child is rushed to the hospital just for an unintentional injury. Every 15 minutes, and this data has been published in Indian book by an Indian doctor who is a ICU infant specialist in a Bangalore hospital.
It's a Johnson, it's a Horlicks, the, or Dettol, or the brands. You're consuming Lactogen, for example, Pediasure. You're consuming them. So the parents are not trusting anything unknown in that.
Apart from those
if you want to break into that market, is very, very difficult. Almost close to impossible. The parent mindset already made. ये Horlicks है, ये best है. Complan है, यही अच्छा है. To break that, difficult. But these are something different. If they are marketed, what I see, they're marketed right, the parents will be open to putting them in their homes. I can look into helping you with the distribution part of it. I've done that, and maybe understand it better. Then I can partly buy into it.
It's the same stake here. I'm representing a horse here as well. So in terms of valuation, it doesn't go well. Are you open for negotiations? Then yes, we can think of something.
Yes, we can at least have an offer and then we can negotiate. Like, I would like to know what is there on the table first.
So we'll just take it offline once and then come back to you, probably because the investor is also coming up.
We had this whole discussion about why a brand plays an important role
in
this market. That's the bottom line. I agree with you, but I also disagree that with that Amazon and Walmart, they can do all kinds of stuff, and they do all kinds of stuff, but not every product category succeeds. This is one of those categories where a brand plays a super important role.
Right.
True. Right. That's number one. Number two, she knows how to run this freaking company. I genuinely believe that. So I feel like she could she could take help from the pros like CJ, for example, to say, look, do I have an opportunity to create that brand? And that's the conversation we had. That this is a brand play, and the sooner we get there, the better we have an opportunity to build a larger business. Is it a 100 crore business? I'm with you. I don't know, right? But I've been through this journey. You buy products, they just don't work. And you just do it because I just want to feel good. I have a 5-year-old, I was telling you.
Yes.
I have no furniture in my house right now. Even right now. I have no furniture in my house. So that's the bottom line.
Let's take it up offline.
I think you got something exciting. I'm
just be open about it, because you're gonna get 3 horses on board, or at least 2 horses, and let's take it up from there.
And nothing from you, Nilesh.
Oh, I'm helping you, these guys.
So maybe we can have 4 horses.
If you want to come to Baby Zara's, I'm quite open.
I'm sure
I can see this product in Baby Zara's, to be honest. I can see it.
In person, Nilesh and myself, we were also discussing to take it forward.
Right.
And we should be on board to something. We'll work out something on it.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Well,
actually, there's multiple levels of FOMO now. Not doing products, not doing this.
It's okay, I'm also not a mom yet. Fine.
By the end of the day, I'm sure
we'll come up.
Thank you so much.
Rachita, thanks. This is great. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Mohit. Thank you.
These were our today's contestants. Keep watching Horses Stable to witness more amazing and innovative startup ideas and their journeys. If you are also fascinated with technology and keen to solve problems around, this table is for you. Till then, keep watching, keep learning.